most complex, fluid and critical era in human history. The world is shrinking hour by hour. Our lives are accelerating every day. Business is more interlinked and uncertain than ever before. We ask more from our environment yearly. Demand is greater, food scarcer, supply chains vastly more complex. A customer buys an iPhone in St. Petersburg, Russia. It was designed in San Francisco. Assembled in China with a screen from Korea and a camera from Taiwan. With chips from Texas, Switzerland, Japan, California and Germany. And shipped on a Malaysian freighter. And every step of this genesis is tracked by a device that is not even on our planet. Security of energy, food, water and trade is the lifeblood of our modern world. APAC and Abac work to address these challenges, to give guidance, goals and inspiration to businesses throughout our 21 countries and to implement those goals into reality. Welcome to Russia, proud host of APAC 2012. Russia's participation in APAC is one of our most important alliances, and we are delighted to demonstrate this commitment to our neighbors in the Pacific Rim. These principles are embraced at the highest level of the Russian government, as President Medvedev recently expressed.
Respected summit participants and guests, Russia is an integral part of the Asian-Pacific region. This region has vast trade and financial activity. Cooperation with the Asian-Pacific region and participation in programs of regional integration are Russia's absolute priority. In 2012, we will be hosting the APEC Forum. Our country is committed to ensure the continuity and dynamics of the Asian-Pacific economic cooperation, including the creation of a free and open trade region. We are ready to demonstrate the intellectual, technological and resource potential of our country, to discuss joint projects regarding modernization and show future plans regarding the creation of a single economic space of 3 countries, Russia, Kazakhstan and Belarus. Respected colleagues, effective integration must be one of the engines of economic development and a guarantee of a stable world economic system. Only by working together and applying the experience in technical, financial and human resources will APEC participants be able to take their rightful place in this very complex world, the world of 21st century. Only through our joint efforts will different economies be able to become leaders of the global growth, leaders of progress, and to achieve success and prosperity.
For us, it's important both to continue the traditional agenda of APEC, especially regional integration, and also putting a new agenda on the table related to the modernization agenda that Russia is pursuing at the moment. Green cities, logistics, free trade, the most important priorities for Russia for 2012 APEC meeting.
Russia stretches from the Bering Strait to the Baltic Sea, from the Pacific Ocean to the Middle East, from the Black Sea to the Arctic Circle. A bridge that connects Europe, Asia and the Americas like no other country. The largest country in the world spans 9 time zones and contains 180 ethnic groups, speaking over 100 languages. Eastern Russia extends across the whole of Northern Asia and is rich in timber, oil, natural gas, coal, ores, minerals, metals and the whole range of mining resources. Russia has ambitious goals to develop Siberia and the Far East areas through Asia-Pacific integration, creating a land bridge between the Pacific Rim and Europe, and in the process developing the energy field. As an example of how much we value this part of the country, more than $225 billion are being invested, with a focus on Vladivostok, not just for the conference next year, but as a keystone for economic and social development of the Far East and Pacific region. Our theme for ABAC 2012 is Aspirations to Reality. We will build on the principles of previous ABAC achievements and set goals that will become reality. Our chair for 2012 is Zhiavudin Magomedov.
As leaders of the region's business community, we will be addressing some of the most pressing issues that our nations are facing today. Central to the APEC agenda is our main goal of bringing our economies closer together by removing barriers that undermine our prosperity. We must not just bring down obvious trade barriers, but also seek to increase the flow of goods. So transport and logistics are priorities during this next year. If goods and services reach our economies, faster and cheaper, then everyone will benefit, especially when these goods are the food that is meant to feed the poorest. Therefore, we will focus on food security. Stability of financial systems will also remain a concern. Stable banking systems are crucial to economic growth. The environment in many APEC countries needs urgent attention. Building truly sustainable cities involves making them more environmentally and people-friendly. So we will look at ways of encouraging manufacturers to use more advanced technology. These are critical issues. And we are very proud that you have invited Russia to chair APEC next year. We are determined to build on the excellent work of the American team and all our colleagues from our 21 nations. Together, we will make 2012 a great success in moving us closer to the goals we all share.
Working with Mr. Magvedov in Russia are Andrei Kostin and Oleg Deripaska, with American co-chair Deborah Henretta, and John Presecho of Indonesia. To start off, we've created a brand new working group, Infrastructure Development, to be chaired by Mr. Richard Levin of the USA.
Infrastructure development is a very critical issue for the region. It is estimated around $8 trillion over the next 10 years will be spent on critical energy, transport, and communications infrastructure. To fund all the infrastructure needs in the coming years, it will be essential for governments and businesses to work together in this area. It will be critical for APEC to work towards achieving transparency. Fair and open procurement processes will ensure that funds are allocated in the most efficient manner. Such key policy issues, which could inhibit investment in infrastructure, need to be well addressed.
Mr. Tony Nowell of New Zealand returns as chair of the Regional Economic Integration Working Group.
Russia is assuming the chairmanship of APEC at a critical time. Times are tough, economies are fragile, leadership is required. APEC is first and foremost Asia-Pacific's champion for free trade and investment. Free and open markets are the best way to expand economic opportunity. Small and medium-sized businesses are playing an increasing role in regional supply chains. They are also providing growth and jobs throughout the region. In addition, they are a hothouse of entrepreneurship. APEC needs to work out how to make the region an easier place to do business.
We welcome Mr. Ning Gao-ning of China, who will chair the Sustainable Development Working Group.
To have a chairman of ABAC from Russia is so important. The new chairman will lead us in a more efficient and direct way and to make APEC and ABAC more meaningful. I think the major achievement is the members of the country reduce their import and export tariff.
The Finance and Economics Working Group will again be chaired by Mr. John Denton of Australia. The SME and Entrepreneur Working Group will be chaired by Mrs. Fauzia Talib of Brunei, previously the lead co-chair. And Mr. Anthony Nightingale of Hong Kong will return as chair of the Action Plan and Advocacy Working Group. The operating principles will be a guide for ABAC in 2012. We will build on ABAC prior work and achievements and the needs of APAC economies. We will closely cooperate with some process to ensure efficient coordination and collaboration. We will remain results-oriented in targeting tangible outcomes to contribute in achieving Bogor goals. We want to provide continuity, engagement and results. There are several new guidelines in place for 2012. Every working group will concentrate on 1 to 3 priority topics and prepare one presentation per each. Working group chairs will allocate at least 20 minutes for discussion for each priority topic. Expert memos and analytical papers are welcome. Chairs should distribute them prior to meetings to stimulate discussion. The heart of ABAC 2012 will be Russia's National Business Center, a place where business has a voice and ideas can take shape. We have an exciting schedule of meetings set for 2012. ABAC 1 will take place February 21st to 24th in Hong Kong. ABAC 2 will take place May 21st to 24th in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. ABAC 3 will take place July 16th to 19th in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. And finally, ABAC 4 will be the culmination of the conferences, September 4th to 7th in Vladivostok, Russia.
As we can hold a meeting in any city of the Russian Federation, but we want to hold it in the Asian part of Russia, for instance in Vladivostok, which organically makes part of the Asian region. There are a lot of resources there which our APAC partners really need. Therefore, their coming to this part of Russia will serve the development of our business ties.
As Russia's largest port on the Pacific, Vladivostok is the perfect Russian city to host APEC Conference 2012. Preparing for the APEC summit is a key priority for Russia that is a catalyst for development in the region. The Far East of Russia is valuable for so much more than its resources. There is vast human potential and investments will harness the expertise and innovation that exists here. Russky Island will be the hub of the conference. The towering bridge to Russky Island is setting records with its size and completion time. And the bridge over Golden Horn Bay will make it even easier to get to the Russky Island cluster. The cluster on Russky Island will go green and reduce emissions by utilizing a new wind power farm. Other highlights of the new construction include a university, aquarium, opera and ballet theatre, and a complete renovation of our international airport. Abac ensures a resource follows the supply chain, so the consumer, a person, receives an end product, whether it's food, a laptop, smartphone or a wedding dress. 2012 brings a world of possibilities for Russia and Abac. Each year brings new challenges for international business, and Abac exists to find new solutions. This year's Abac work, the achievements of the conferences, and the development of Vladivostok will leave a lasting legacy on the Asia-Pacific economies.